Hi, this is Brian with Money Skills, and today I'm going to talk about shorting stocks. What does this mean? It means that I think a specific stock, or it could be an index, but let's just say it's one specific stock for this example, is overpriced. Stock ABC is trading at $100. I think it's only worth 50. Okay, I can wait for the shares to drop, and see if that does happen, or I can take a short position. What does that mean? It means I'm going to borrow some shares and sell them. I'm going to sell them at 100, for example, and I'm going to wait to buy them back from whoever I borrowed them from at a lower price, right? My target would be 50, but I'm going to watch it and see if it does go down. If that price does drop, in this case, that's good for me because I sold at a higher price. In this example, I'm going to buy them back at a lower price. However, what's the risk exposure? What's the flip side? What if it keeps going up? What if 100 becomes 150, becomes 200, becomes 250? Where am I going to be willing to, where's my pain threshold? Where will I just say, okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to buy the shares. I'm going to close this out so that my risk doesn't keep getting bigger, right? That is the downside with shorting stocks. It's a very popular strategy in certain circles, especially when prices seem to be overdone. And a lot of stocks these days in the summer of 2025 do seem overdone. However, that doesn't mean that they can't keep going up, right? You need to know your risk exposures here. With shorting stocks, you need to have some margin, some cash available to make your trade whole. You need to have the ability to then to buy and borrow and buy, and then you need to have an idea in mind of what your price target is. You would like to see the price go down in this example, but what are you going to do if it does not? You need to know what your pain threshold is for when you're just going to get out of this trade. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind. Shorting stocks can be, pretty complicated, but it is something that's worth knowing about. We talk about this a bit in our Money Skills sessions. Check out moneyskillswa.com for more information about our workshops, and hopefully we'll see you at one soon. Thanks.